before we move on to other shows you've worked on, I have to ask you, I know that you were the comedian who opened for Frank Sinatra.
Yes.
I have to ask you about that. I mean, and this is 1989.
Yeah.
I must know.
Crazy, crazy story. All right. So in 1989, I'm getting some gigs. Things are good. I run into this agent who's supposed to be, big time at the time. He's like, Carol, I think you could be doing even better. Why don't you come to my office, write down the gigs you have had, and how much you got, and we'll go over it. All right. So I wrote them down. I came to his office. And right away, looking at the list, he was like, "You got this at Sir Laugh-A-Lots? Oh, that's a joke. You made this much at the Chuckle Hut? No, that's pathetic." So he said,
"Great names, though."
So he said, "Why don't you, sign with me?" I was like, "Okay, great." So we start working together, and things are, time is passing by. I'm literally working at ground round restaurants, doing comedy nights there.
Yeah.
Where you can't even be heard because people are, the sound of peanut shells crunching on the floor.
Yeah.
You could not even get over it. So I would call him and go, what's going on? Where are these big gigs? He was like, "I'm working on Frank." Yeah. And at this point, I'm like, opening for like Frank Stallone? Who are you talking about?
Oh, wow.
What?
Oh, you could only
happening?
dream of opening for Frank Stallone.
So then I work on a cruise ship and I get a phone call. Now, if you got a phone call on a cruise ship in 1989, somebody died or your place is on fire. And it was the agent. And he said, "You're going to open for Frank Sinatra at Bally's in Las Vegas, 4 shows." And he apparently knew Jilly Rizzo.
Yeah, who was Frank's guy.
Yeah. And so I got the gig. And I called my friend Larry Miller because he had opened for Frank.
Yeah.
Just
I worked
to get
with Larry years ago.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
To get some tips because I was a little nervous. And he said, "Oh, they're going to love you. It's a great gig. His audience is great." And it was an amazing, it's still today the top of my career showbiz
But walk me
experience.
through, you go out.
Yeah.
Is there is there interaction with Frank?
Yes, there was.
Is it after, you do your set?
I do my set, but I learned something very important as a comedian with that gig because I was a little nervous about going out there. I went out and I said, "Oh, I'm so happy that Mr. Sinatra asked me to join him here at Bally's." And then the audience was like, "Oh, okay, she's Frank's girl. All right, yeah." So that helped my set a lot.
Yes.
So I do my time, 15 minutes. They had the clocks in Vegas on the stage floor where you got to keep it at 15. And then Sinatra would come out and he'd bring me back for a bow.
Oh.
But he said some cryptic things sometimes. Like one time he said, "That was Carol Leifer. I wish my mother had been that funny. I wouldn't have had to work so hard. The summer breeze came rushing in from across the city." Yeah. And then another time he brought me out. He says, that was Carol Leifer. She's big. She'll knock you over for the phone." What?
Well, to be honest, I talk like that now. And the podcast just seems to still be doing well. So, and people just think that's Conan with another one of his funny gags. I'm going downhill fast. It's, that's real show business.
Yes.
That's old-time classic show business. Opening for Frank, getting called out for a bow.
Yes, but what a gentleman. I mean, I have friends from that time who opened for people in Vegas who would not even bring them back out, I would tell you the names of the acts, but I really shouldn't. But some of them are very supreme.
Nice. The clothing brand Supreme. Wow.
The pizza, the burrito Supreme.
Burrito Supreme.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.